Hey Mob, welcome back to Deadly Kindies. My name's Kim, I'm a part of the Deadly Kindies team, and today we have with us a special friend.
Hello everybody, I'm Bo, Deadly Choices Ambassador.
And before we get started, we would always do an acknowledgement of country, and then we'll get ready with our playgroup. So let's get going. So here is the land, here is the sky, here are my friends, and here am I. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we play, learn and discover. I have a special booklet here with me today. This booklet can be found on our Deadly Kindies website. Just want to show you all the deadly activities it has inside. So these can be done at kindy, at home, in the car if you're traveling. Just take some crayons, some pencils, even has the answers in the back. That can be found on our Deadly Kindies website, www.deadlykindies.com.au. Now, Bo, you're going to help me read a book today.
Yes, we are. The book is called Charlie Swim.
This book is by Edith Wright and Charmaine Ledden-Lewis.
Get going. Charlie Swim. Do you want to hold that?
Yeah, I'll hold this side. It says, for Uncle Charlie, a humbled soul who took a little and gave a lot. That was from Edith. And then we've got to my grandfather, John, who flew Catalina flying boats in combat, and to those with bravery in their hearts and altruism in their deeds. May we learn from them and become them.
It's a nice message.
It is.
All right. Charlie loved the smell of the ocean, creeks and clean salt air of Broome. It reminded him of the carefree, sunny days of his childhood, going fishing and crabbing with his brothers and cousins.
I love going fishing.
Me too.
As a young man, Charlie and his brother loved to run down to the foreshore to meet their father sailing into Broome. They were excited to see what he had collected from his beach combing trip along the coast. Charlie enjoyed his simple life.
That looks like a pearl there.
Yeah.
My pop was a pearl diver in Darwin.
It's pretty deadly.
Yep. Beautiful oceans, clear blue seas. Oh, let's go back there, Acis. One day, war came to Broome. Charlie did not like the smell of the planes and the fuel that wafted through the air. Life suddenly seemed dangerous and uncertain.
It would be a bit hard to go from having a really simple life, being in the ocean, or that fresh air, to having that fuel-smelled air. It would be a bit scary. During the war, Charlie's job was to clean and fuel seaplanes that anchored in the bay. The planes were carrying Dutch women and children who were being flown to safety in Australia. Oh, there's Charlie.
One morning, Charlie was working inside a seaplane. He suddenly heard planes flying overhead. They seemed incredibly low. Charlie went outside. When he looked up, he saw enemy planes swooping towards the bay. That's not good.
No, that would be scary. To Charlie's horror, he realised the planes were about to attack. Screams for help came from the seaplanes as people started jumping into the water, trying to swim to shore. See everyone jumping, getting into the water?
It would be loud, hey?
Yeah,
and
very
scary.
loud.
Yep. Charlie dived off the plane into the murky water. Seconds after he jumped, the plane was hit and exploded into flames. In fear and shock, he began swimming to safety.
Can you see what might be lurking in the water?
Oh, big sharks.
Yeah. Charlie saw a woman and her child in distress. They were really upset in the water, struggling to stay afloat. Charlie didn't think twice. He swam towards them. They were Dutch and did not speak English, but he knew they needed help.
Wow.
Surrounded by so much danger too. All the flames.
Fire.
The flames would be on top of the water because of all the fuel that might have been in that plane.
So brave.
Yeah.
Charlie signaled for the woman and child to hold on tight to his shoulders. Luckily, Charlie was a good swimmer. As well as watching for stray bullets, he was worried that sharks might be attracted to all the people splashing in the water. They passed other people calling for help. Charlie felt powerless and he could only save the woman and her child. He had to stay strong and get them to safety. It seemed like forever before they reached the shore.
Oh, he had to be very strong swimmer to do that. There was chaos on the beach. The sea was alight with flames from the exploding planes, and the sky was black with billowing smoke. Several boats had gone out to help the people in the water, but sadly, not everyone could be saved. Charlie was exhausted, but stayed to help. Can you see his face?
It's quite sad, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That he couldn't help everybody.
He did the best he could.
On that sad day, more than 80 people were killed in the attack. Charlie D'Antoine was an ordinary young man who did something extraordinary. He put his own life at risk to save a woman and her child. He was a hero, but being humble and just thankful to have survived, he never made a fuss about it.
Sounds like a lot of our mom, hey? Just happy to help.
Yep.
In 1944, Charlie was awarded a Certificate of Merit from the Royal Humane Society of Australasia in recognition of his efforts, and he was awarded medals for bravery from the Dutch government.
That's really special.
Very special. Can you see his medals? And there's his certificate. These must be his children. They must be very proud.
Yep.
This page talks about Charlie, talks about his life.
Charlie's Swim is based on a true story of the author's Uncle Charlie. So his nephew wrote that, who was working inside a flying boat when the attack began.
What a deadly story. Must have taken a lot of bravery, a lot of confidence to do what he did.
It would have, and he was so young as well.
Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome, wasn't he?
Which takes us to our activity, which talks about confidence and making sure our little ones are brave too. So today I have a photo of my little son, Nulla. And you have a photo?
Yeah, of my little girl, Lila. See?
Lila's a bit older than Nulla. She's very confident, isn't she?
She's very confident. She's 4 years old and she's in Kindy right now. She'll be going into prep next year.
And Nulla's just turned 3 and he's building his confidence to just be as confident as Lila. The activity we have today is making a bit of an affirmation plate, is what we might call it, where we're going to give this to Nulla and Lila, and we have our paddle pop sticks.
Yep.
And on these little paddle pop sticks, we're going to write little messages for them to feel confident and brave, and them to feel like they have a sense of belonging in the world. Because we were talking, Kendi and I, were talking about, getting ready for school. You said Lila's getting ready for school.
Yep.
And we're saying how, what school readiness looks like. And for some people, it might look like reading, writing, knowing your numbers and the alphabet. But for us, for some mob, it's just knowing who you are, being confident in who you are, having a sense of belonging.
Yep, and it can be a bit scary sometimes going into big school, into prep. And I know for her, she doesn't know a lot of people, so making friends is something that she's going to have to do, and getting to know the new school because it's so big. But her big brothers are there, so they'll be able to look after her too. Lovely. Yeah.
And she'll make friends, but it's that confidence that you've instilled and given her, and the sense of belonging she feels within the kindy she's at now.
Yes.
And that she'll continue to feel at school, that will give her the guidance to make those friends. And I think Lila will be a bit of a leader.
Yes.
I think she is already a bit of a leader.
She is. She loves role play. She can be a little bit bossy sometimes.
You know what? We need that in the world. We need our bossy women.
Yeah.
Assertive is what we call them, assertive women.
And confident.
Yeah.
Yep. She loves role play. She loves playing outside. She loves footy.
Yeah.
Yep. She loves watching her brothers play football.
Nulla's the same. He loves his footy. And he's, you know, when you usually you get your boys and they like their footy and they like their trucks, but Nulla's a bit different. He likes reading.
Yep.
And he likes his dolls and his teddies. He likes pushing them around the pram and
That's perfect.
giving them little tea parties.
Yep.
But also teaches him how to be more nurturing.
And Lila's got a little cousin by the name of Hawaii, and they go to the same kindy. And sometimes she thinks she's a bit of a mother to him.
Little mother hen,
Yeah.
eh?
Yep. But she loves him a lot.
Yeah. I think that's how they show their love.
Yeah.
That mothering.
Yes.
Nulla's the same. He's got his older cousins and they're a lot older than him though. So they've all mothered him and told him, you know, what he can and can't do and shown him how to be a confident little person.
Yep. Good role models.
Yeah,
by
you
the
know,
sounds
his
of
big
it.
cousins and brothers and sisters. But now he's got younger brothers and sisters, his cousins. It's his turn now to be the mother hen. His turn to boss them around and
Yep.
tell them what to do and guide them. And
Lila was very confident with Reconciliation Week this year. She got up and she did an acknowledgement to country. It was a long one too, so I don't know how she remembered it. She must have a pretty good memory.
yeah, that was pretty deadly. I saw that.
Yep. Very confident.
Just goes to show she's going to be that leader for, you know, our up and coming generations, that
Yeah.
they can follow in their footsteps and be confident too,
Yeah.
and share our knowledge, share that knowledge of culture, and I think it's the most beautiful thing that our little ones show is how proud they are
Yep.
of our culture.
That'll do, I reckon. She's got a lot there to remember, and then I just keep reminding her about those things every day.
Yeah, that's right.
So reminding each other and your family and friends, and you can even tell that to your family and friends. These little things that we're affirmations that we're giving to our kids. We can remind our mums and our dads and
Yeah.
our brothers and sisters and nan and pop, aunties and uncles. I know you might probably have big tribes.
That's the best thing, hey. Once we start doing
Yeah.
it with our little ones, that love spreads.
So I've got I am helpful, I am deadly, I am brave, I am kind, I love my family, and I am smart. That's for our little Lila girl.
And this one's for our little Nulla. Got I am kind, I am a leader, I am deadly, I can do anything, I love me, I'm smart, I'm helpful, I am courageous. There are so many that you can do at home. So many different affirmations you can teach your little one to teach themselves. No, I love those. Put them
So
together.
good. She's going to probably keep that near her bed and read that every night
Yeah.
before she goes to bed.
They're deadly.
Mm.
All right, and before we go, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Before we go, we're going to sing a little song. This song is one of my son's favourites. He loves this, and he sings it with real pride too. Like, comes from his chest. Bless him. It's I'm a Little Murray Kid. Lola made this song. Lola used to be in our Deadly Kindies team. So if you're watching, Lola, hi, and thank you for this beautiful song. It goes, I'm a little Murray Kid, strong and proud. Here I stand on my sacred ground. When I get all fired up, then I shout, I'm too deadly. Hey, look out. Thanks for joining us, She Mob. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
See ya.